Amoka always believed she was better than everyone else. With her long Brazilian wigs, designer handbags, mostly bought on credit, and carefully curated Instagram life, she thought she belonged among Lagos elites. But in reality, she was just a contract staff at a big tech company in Lekki, working a desk job that barely covered her rent in a shared apartment. Still, she moved with her shoulders high, talking down to those she believed were beneath her. Office cleaners, security guards, even the HR assistant, no one was spared from her sharp tongue. But the one person she constantly humiliated was the company janitor, Junior. Junior was quiet, always minding his business. He dressed in the same faded uniform every day, mopped floors with his head down, and never looked anyone in the eye. He didn't speak much. Amoka took his silence for weakness. She mocked him openly, laughed at him during lunch breaks, and even warned her female colleagues never to stoop so low as to greet a cleaner. She would say, "If you greet a rat, don't be shocked if it follows you home." Little did she know that the rat she mocked was far more powerful than she imagined. Wait, before we continue, please like and subscribe. Weeks passed. Junior continued to mop floors and quietly observed the way Amoka treated people. He saw how she faked smiles at the manager, flirted with senior staff, and pretended to be rich online. But he never said a word. Then one Friday morning, an internal memo went out. The company would be hosting a special meeting. An important announcement was coming from the CEO himself. Excitement filled the building. Rumors flew around. Some said the company was shutting down. Others believed a merger was coming. Amoka was more excited than anyone. She wore her tightest skirt, painted her lips blood red, and even sprayed imported perfume. She believed she would be promoted to a permanent staff that day. "They know class when they see it," she told her friend. Everyone gathered in the company hall. The CEO appeared with a proud smile. He told the staff he would be retiring. But what shocked everyone was what came next. He said his only son would be taking over the company as the new managing director. And then, the doors opened. Junior walked in. Not as a cleaner, but as the heir to the company. Wearing a custom-tailored suit, a $1 million wristwatch, and confidence that lit up the room, he walked up to the stage while the staff gasped. Amoka couldn't breathe. She stared, wide-eyed, mouth open, frozen in place. She looked around to see if it was a joke. But everyone's eyes were on Junior, or rather, Mr. Chijioke. The entire company watched in shock as Junior, now revealed to be the CEO's only son, stood before them. His posture was calm, his voice collected, and his presence commanding. Staff members who had ignored him in the past now whispered among themselves, wondering how they missed the signs. Amoka tried to smile, but her lips refused to obey. Her knees trembled, and her mind raced back to all the times she mocked him, even spat near him once after claiming he brought bad luck to her aura. After the announcement, things moved quickly. A company-wide evaluation began. Staff behavior and ethics were put under review, especially among contract workers. Amoka was called in for a disciplinary review. Her past actions, previously swept under the carpet, came back to haunt her. Her online rants, office gossip, disrespect to low-level staff, all of it was documented. She was dismissed. She cried and begged, even tried to use tears to manipulate the HR team. But this time, nobody came to her aid. Junior never looked in her direction again. The company offered her a letter of termination and a security escort to help her pack her things. While Amoka struggled to find another job, her reputation already ruined in the HR network across Lagos, something else happened inside the company. Junior was spotted getting close to a young, quiet intern named Ifinanya. She was the only one who ever treated him with respect during his cleaner days. She once offered him water on a hot day and even smiled at him when no one else did. Now, she sat beside him in board meetings, wearing a soft smile, while the whole staff began to understand the true meaning of humility. Not long after, news spread that Junior proposed to Ifunanya. Their engagement photos went viral, not because of their wealth, but because of the backstory. People loved the message it carried: never look down on anyone. You don't know who they really are. Amoka, meanwhile, spent her days scrolling through Instagram, watching the man she once mocked living a life she could only dream of. And just like that, she faded into the background of a city that had no pity for the proud.